from the words Christmas stocking, Terry pulls a cracker, the babylicious Tia Carrera. And we experience the telephone terror of campus cult heroes, the Jerky Boys. We meet Alexis Arquette, Rosanna and Patricia's baby brother. There's shock horror from bloodthirsty magicians Penn and Teller, and live music from soulful South London beauty Gabrielle. Plus another hopeful stunt to really jingle your bells.
Welcome to the Widge. We've got a super smooching Christmas show for our guest wonderful audience here tonight.
Oh, they are.
Aren't they wild? Yes, they are. And to return the favour, because they've come from all over the place, we're going to be fixing them up with someone special for our romantic grand finale later on.
That's right, I love the hat. It's fantastic.
Cheers,
it's
Danny.
fantastic. Well, when I arrived here this evening, I had 100 nuts with me, all different shapes and sizes. Stop it. And Hafti here brought 100 bolts with her, all different shapes and sizes again. Now, we distributed them out to each and every person of our audience, and now their job tonight throughout the show is to go around and find which bolt fits their nut and which nut fits their bolt. Now, remember, there's only one nut fits each bolt. So, basically, we want them to get together, find their special partner for a big snog for our grand finale. All these nuts and bolts.
Now, my first guest tonight is a serious actor, or at least he was until he decided to come on this show. He comes from a long line of thespians. Thespians, that is, yes, that's right. Oh, you know what, this is the trouble when you get the after-pub crowd, isn't it? And he's got two very famous Hollywood sisters.
Meet 23-year-old Alexis Arquette, baby brother of famous big sisters Rosanna and Patricia. His best friend is Hollywood heartthrob Luke Perry. He first hit the headlines as the flirtatious Georgette in Last Exit to Brooklyn. And off-screen too, he's no stranger to drag, but he's going straight in his new movie Jack Be Nimble. And when he finishes playing with his pussy, he's starring with John Travolta in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. So let's whip it up for Alexis Arquette.
That's what about. This is him, Alexis Arquette. He shouldn't have worn the leather trousers tonight.
Why is that?
Because these women at the front are going wild. I'm glad to see you, the shy, retiring type. Now, you were described, actually, as a teenage tearaway in one of the press cuttings. And your parents, because they found you a bit hard to control, they sent you off to Portugal, didn't they?
Yeah, to tear down some bull rings and shit, yeah.
So what did you get up to in Portugal?
I didn't. I just hightailed on over to merry old England and started working in nightclubs with a couple friends of mine. Mark Moore, you may know, from S-Express, when he was nobody. Now he's somebody. And, you know, just... promptly was kicked out of here after about a year, and they told me I couldn't stay.
Well, they kicked you out. How did they track you down? Because you were living in squats at the time, weren't
Yeah,
you?
well, I don't know. They kind of found me in a nightclub I was working at, but I'm not going to say the name.
I mean, now that...
It was for heaven, okay? Oh, shit.
Now, I mean, people who saw Last Exit to Brooklyn saw you playing the part of Georgette. You actually do a drag act as well, don't you?
No.
No, come on, you do.
That's not true. I am RuPaul's fluffer, and that's it. Do you guys know what a fluffer is? Yeah. How many people knows what a fluffer is? Raise your hand. Oh, come on, England. A fluffer. Am I a fluffer? Hey, easy, buddy.
Is it something clean?
No, not at all. It's the person who prepares the porno actors for the screen.
I don't really want to know any more about that.
But I thought you had... No.
It's Christmas. I'm a good Catholic boy, you know.
Yeah, Christian, your last name. Isn't that named after some guy's birthday it is this month?
That's right. Listen, he's a terrible man, isn't he? Now, you're actually... you've got a new movie coming out soon, Jack Be Nimble,
yes.
which you filmed in New Zealand.
Which you're all going to go see, right? Yes.
And you've also got this Western coming up with Rob Lowe called Lone Rider.
Yeah, Rob Lowe. In fact, his name is spelled R-A-W-B-L-O-W.
Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe. Like that.
Yeah.
You see, you're too quick for him. You're too intelligent for this mob tonight, yeah. I'm afraid. Never mind.
Don't alienate your crowd, Terry.
Right. Look, you've been great fun. You're going to stay, aren't you?
I think so.
We'll get your leather kecks off later on. Talking about good, clean living people. Have people got the nuts and bolts here? Yeah! You've got a bit of time to mill around now. You've got a break for a few minutes. Find your ideal partner. It's very romantic, this show. Yeah. We might get you one. Yeah. He's got the biggest one of the lot.
Nice. Hey, I've already got a nut, though.
But we'll find a girl to hold your nuts for you later on. After the break, we've got music and chat from Gabrielle. Mark will be talking to her. We've also got somebody who will be doing anything to get on television from this week's Hopeful, and we'll be meeting those superb musicians, Penn and Teller. See you then.
Which of these four men said, I considered myself, and still consider myself, the hippest man on the planet? Was it Keanu Reeves, Barry Manilow, Brad Pitt, or Rod Stewart? Find out after the break. The Word. We asked you, which of these four men said, I considered myself, and still consider myself, the hippest man on the planet? And the answer is Barry Manilow.
Oh my God, what a wild honours we have for you tonight. Welcome back. Coming up soon, I turn into the magician's assistants with Penn and Teller. That will be a good treat for you guys to watch back at home. We also have some of those Hollywood hard men as you've never seen them before. Plus, we'll be finding out why half our audience are going nuts trying to find their perfect partner for tonight. But first, a songstress whose first ever single, Dreams, smashed into the UK charts at #2, the highest position ever achieved for a debut record. And her new single's out in the new year, but we have a special sneaky peek for you guys at home tonight. Here she is, Gabrielle, with her new single, Because of You.
Okay, Sophie. First of all, congratulations, because your album's just gone in the top 40 in America, Find Your Way.
Yeah.
And I know you wanted to plug that excessively tonight, didn't you? So get it over and done with.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to plug my next single, which I just sung, which is called Because of You, and it's out in February, just in time for Valentine's Day. And it's just a pleasure to be here amongst you guys. You're kind of cool, you know.
So in the last year, you've gone from working in the admin office at the Lord Chancellor's
That's
office
right.
to superstardom.
Years.
So what's happened?
Right, well...
What did you actually do there at the Lord Chancellor's office?
Right, it was just basically administration skills, very boring, and I used to look around me and see all these boring 9-to-5ers, and I thought, I don't want to be like that. And, you know, and I was singing by night and coming in very tired, and, you know, in the end I kind of lost my job because I wasn't kind of putting everything into it. And at the end of the day, I kind of came upon music, and the thing is, without these guys here today, and without everybody watching me now, I wouldn't be here, because, you know, they supported me. Thank you very much. I couldn't say this.
But it hasn't been all success. You've had a lot of legal problems this year as well, some managerial problems.
That's right. Managerial, yes, because I had someone that I was in love with. The guy tried to, I won't even use that word, right? Cosmo Pete, you're an arsehole, okay?
I think there's a story there somewhere that we don't know.
Actually, right, there is in fact a story. It's a case of the record was bootlegged.
Oh, actually, my editor's just told me that we can't tell the story.
Okay, we can't tell. No, why not? Okay.
So we're just sticking on the arsehole thing.
Yeah, we're just
basically,
sticking on the
sadly.
arsehole, you know who you are.
But I read something about you're not allowed to have any boyfriends. You've got some contract saying you're not allowed any boyfriends.
That was then, honey. This is now.
Well, that's a good job of the last time such an arsehole.
You know.
And I think we're going to keep saying that throughout the show.
Right.
But you say that's not true then? You're not allowed to have any boyfriends?
No, it's not true. I've got one. Tony, I love you.
Oh, you're a mood swing, missus. I'm telling you. Isn't it? 1 minute, you're an arsehole. I love you. Thanks, everyone. What an arsehole. And you're just swinging up and down. And is this managing director I heard you were knocking about with?
Oh, that's rubbish. It's rubbish, no.
It's not. So who is it?
Oh, no, don't be telling.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
That's
the point of the question.
Come on, you know what I mean? This is national TV. You're supposed to kind of keep quiet.
Tell us, look, one person in the audience is interested.
He is here.
It's me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
take me now, Gabrielle. Take me now.
Okay, national TV.
It's been a secret, but finally we've admitted we are in love.
We are.
Not
We
with
are.
each other, but we are in love. There you go.
You want to bet? That's not what you told me last night. Okay. Say the word.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't funny.
How dark was it? Did you have a knife patch on both eyes or something?
Probably.
Anyway, you're going to stay around to sing some more for us later on. But first of all, it's that time of the evening where everyone can hide behind the sofa. The hopefuls. This week, the Bishop of Durham said there's no such thing as eternal damnation, which is quite a good job for the people who are on tonight because they're committing some pretty vile acts. Let's have a look.
Welcome to the Hopefuls, people who said they'd do anything to get on television. Tonight's hopeful is 21-year-old Matt, who joins us from Southend-on-Sea. Matt's an exercise fanatic, so we set him a Keep Fit challenge.
I'd do anything to be on TV.
Well done, Matt. You're a star.
It's tragic, isn't it? It really is tragic. Well, I hope she used right guard, that's all I can say. And if that hasn't got you in the festive spirit, then hopefully our big snog at the end of the evening will, because we are leading up to a big romantic climax. Now, we've distributed 100 different nuts and bolts to each and every one of our studio audience, and then they're out there right now trying to find their perfect partner. But we have one successful couple, and they are, would you like to come up? What's your name?
My name's Kate.
Kate, and...
Dean.
Come up, Dean. Now, have you guys met each other before tonight?
No.
No.
And are you happy that your nut fit his bolt and vice versa?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, all
So are we in for a bit of a snog then? Yes. Oh my God, they're already getting ready for it. Well, a bit of method acting for you. Anyway, I think there's a bit of passion in the air over here, so we should find out how Hufty's doing on the other side of the studio. What's happening?
Well, Danny, I'm not doing so well, actually, because I've got Ola here, and she's got a nut. Let's have a look at your nut. But she hasn't got a bolt to fill it yet. So we want you to have a partner for the grand finale. So is there anybody that you see around here that you fancy?
Well, Terry's a bit of all right, yeah. But,
Yeah. Do you hear that, Terry? You're a bit of all right, sonner. We'll see about that later on. See if Terry's got a bolt going. So what about the lads round here? Any of the lads round here you
let's
fancy?
have a look.
Yeah.
Well, he's a bit of all right.
Yeah, that one over there. Let's go and see him. Go on, let's go and see him. What, this one? This one with the funny hat on? Santa Claus. Right, get your boat out, mate. Get your boat out. Get your boat out, right. Oh, no, look, it's too big. All right, anybody else you fancy?
Let's have a look around here then.
Right, quickly. What about this blokey? Yeah, come here, you. What, get your boat out. Quickly, let's have a look. Oh!
No.
Does it fit? Squeeze. Does it fit? No, it doesn't fit. Oh, poor Ola's disappointed, but never mind. Over to you, Mark. We'll try and fix you up later on, Ola. With
Something very subtle there, isn't there? Nuts and bolts. I wonder what that's all about. And Terry, you've scored for the 5th time this series.
I know, well, I always end up with a nut.
And I've got Gabrielle. We didn't even need to hand out bits of masonry, do we? You what?
You still ain't scored yet.
I still ain't scored yet?
Yeah.
You just said I had you last night.
Oh, well, I'm trying to make you look good, isn't it?
She didn't even notice.
Give you a chance.
What were you dreaming about last night? Everyone wants to know what Dreams is about and you haven't told anyone. So what is it about?
I actually have. Dreams is about whatever you want it to be, basically. Whatever your hopes are, your aspirations. You know, it's about whatever you want it to be about.
But I've heard that you only have weird dreams. What dreams do you have?
Now that'd be telling.
Apart from me and the whippet, what other dreams do you have?
Now that'd be telling.
Alexa, I imagine your dreams are pretty foul, but judging by your mouth, so what sort of dreams do you have?
No, I have
your real
very-
life's bad enough.
I have classic dreams, Freudian, you know, cigars, trains, bananas.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Oedipal things, you know, killing my father, screwing my mother. You know, the normal stuff.
What's your mum look like?
She's gorgeous.
Oh, I've had that
I'd
dream
do
as
her,
well, then.
eh?
I've had that dream. It's a cracker. There's no whippet in that one, but it was quite a laugh. Anyway, sorry, we've got to find out later on if everyone in the audience does score with the old nut and bolt trick, but first, it's a bit of gossip.
Gossip. Amazing similarities. Hollywood hardmen Jean-Claude Van Damme and Arnold Schwarzenegger have a lot in common. As well as battling it out in the box office, they've been going at it on Japanese TV, pushing rival pick-me-up products. Yes, Jean-Claude Van Damme has been pumping up the image of Black Black, a brand of glucose energy sweets. While Arnold Schwarzenegger has been putting his muscle behind the Japanese version of Lucozade, V&V. So now we know where Arnie and Jean-Claude get their energy from.
Fantastic. Some Japanese adverts there. It seems that a lot of... Once you... I mean, you actually told me before you didn't want to become a big star.
No.
So you don't really want to go and do that kind of thing. Why is that?
Just because I've had friends that have become very famous overnight, and it just changes their life. And I mean, it's great. I mean, everybody wants to be famous until you get famous, and you just want to be alone, you know?
So what kind of friends have you had who... Well, you seem to think it's ruined their lives in a way.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Luke Perry. I mean, it's like he was somebody who one day was laying asphalt, the next day he was, you know, kicking women off stage, so... I mean, he can't go to the 7-Eleven, which is like, you know, supermarket. He can't go there without people harassing him, you know, and I mean, it's fine for a little while, but after a while it gets a little arduous.
But can't he afford to pay someone to go for him?
Yeah, but, you know, you want to be a normal person. You want to be able to walk out of your house and not, you know... People don't understand that, you know. They don't understand how much pressure it is and stuff, I imagine. I don't know, and I wouldn't want to know, actually.
Listen, you become big, give me all your money, and I'll have the fame for
Okay.
you. I'll go to the 7-Eleven for you. And I'll tell you, well, I'll write you, give you a written report of how good it was. Now, as you know, it's Christmas. Hence all the stuff around, yes, that's right. And Christmas, of course, is a magical time. So this show, well, it wouldn't be Christmas on this show unless we had a bit of magic for you. From one of the, well, I would say the planet's finest, Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller are the shock horror kings of magic. Together since 1974, this American odd couple are the cruelest conjurers in the world. They are soon to grace our screens with their first ever British TV series. Nasty, funny and informative. Now that's magic. Welcome to the Word Boys.
The Word.
Okay. Oh, no, they sit. It's like Spaghetti Junction, isn't it, up here? It's marvellous It's marvellous to see you both again.
Oh, it's wonderful to be here.
You see, I've only ever seen you on the TV before. But you're a bit like Harpo Marx, aren't you? 'Cause oh. That's what I mean. You never really say anything, do you?
He talks less than you do, yeah.
Is he the brains behind the operation?
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And why is it other other magicians don't like it?
Well, we did a thing in New York when we were playing on Broadway. It's a large street in Manhattan. And we did the cups and balls routine. You know, we have the little cups and the balls and you move them around and so on. We did it with clear plastic cups. And magicians, because that showed how the trick was done, they got very, very uptight and threw us out of the Magic Castle, which is a bar in Hollywood. And it was a terribly, terribly unpleasant thing. But, you know, pissing off magicians is really not that macho a thing to do. It's kind of like angering ventriloquists. You know, they go, I'm going to kick your ass. They're just not a scary group of people. If the Hells Angels had a problem with anything we did, we'd rewrite it right away. But magicians didn't like us in the U.S., and now we're over here to see if we can get magicians not to like us in the U.K.
But you are such a massive name in the U.S. Why come over here, as you have done, to film a series for Channel 4 television?
I'll tell you why. There's a really good reason. There's a show called David Letterman over there, and Saturday Night Live. And we do these bits that we work on for months and then go on and just do them, like drowning Teller in a water tank and lighting a guy on fire and throwing him in the river and hanging upside down and blowing things up and cutting each other and so on. And you can do them once on TV because television eats its young, you know. So you do it once and it's gone. You can't do it again. So what we've done is taken about 8 years of stuff that we did on the on American television and just put it all into 6 shows over here. So it's a chance to do stuff again and do it a little bit better.
It's called The Unpleasant World of Penn and Teller. Is there anything that you do that's too unpleasant to get on TV?
Actually, there was only one thing we did that they stopped us from doing, and that was we had a trick where we wanted to borrow a watch from someone and smash it to pieces, and then have a tank of fish wheeled out and grab one of the fish in a net and slice its head off and gut it and have the watch inside it all signed. And they thought that over here people, I guess, are big crybabies about animal rights, so they wouldn't let us do it that way. So instead we killed 6 fish before the show and brought them out on ice because then the English think that's dinner.
But it's okay to do it to people over here.
It's true, you can do anything you want to people. We took a guy and put him in a box, chained him up, lit him on fire, just kicked him in the river, no complaints, you know. One goddamn fish, and they were just terrified, just trembling at these nuts. And when we cut the snake in half on the Jonathan Watts show, when they cut the snake in half, they got all these letters complaining that you can't tell what crazy people might see that and want to do it at home.
What do you think of people who do it for real, like the Jim Rose Circus, you know?
Well, they're wonderful.
Self-mutilation.
They're great. Nothing wrong with self-mutilation.
I'm
all for it.
Is that the next stage for you, then?
Oh, I don't know. Usually you can do a little better stuff if you fake it. The stuff that's fake can be a little better.
Okay, well, I think you might have a bit of...
See, that was nothing but a creamer there.
Thanks a lot. I think we might have a bit more self-mutilation after the break, plus my hot date with Tia Carrera. See you then.
Spread the word. Which of these 4 superstars said, I wanted some good dope or some good drugs so I could just go out in peace, was it? Bing Crosby, Shaun Ryder, Dolly Parton, or Jimi Hendrix? Find out after the break. The word. We asked you which of these 4 superstars said, I wanted some good dope or some good drugs so I could just go out in peace. And the answer is Dolly Parton. The word.
So what a wild audience now. I love this type of audience, don't you? Well, welcome back. Coming up soon, Terry Schwings with Tia Carrera. Our audience is Schwings with each other. But first, eat this, Debbie Mickey, because I get to play the magician's assistant with Penn and Teller. How you doing, Penn?
I'm doing quite well. How are you hot little freak?
Oh, my God. So what's happening tonight?
We're going to teach you a card trick. And we're going to show you how this trick is done to further anger Paul Daniels. Of course, growing hair out of the top of your head angers Paul Daniels. This is just a trick you can do at home. Here's a trick we want you guys to learn. There's no secret to it. We are going to teach you how to do it right here. And I need someone to pick a card. How about you, ma'am, with the red hair? Because you're easy to choose out. I'm just going to riffle down the deck. Just yell stop or yo or whatever single syllable is appropriate for your country. Okay, right there. Now that's the card we're going to use. Now it doesn't make any difference if I see it on the monitor or anything because we are going to. I'm going to show you how this is done. Now watch this. I just put the card back in the deck. Nothing could be fairer, right? And then I give it a shuffle, and the move is all done. Did you catch the move?
What did you do?
Well, while you're introducing me, I had my left hand in my pocket, and what I was reaching in here for is I have bacon.
That's what it
So
was.
see my hand? Smell.
No, thanks.
Smell my fingers like it's the first time. And you see that I have in here bacon. So the bacon gets some good bacon. It's like, oh, calm down. It's just bacon. I get some bacon on my fingers, and then when I held the card up, I touched it.
All right.
And bacon back. Oh, they're fighting over the bacon. We can play with the bacon forever.
Come on, let's have a go at this.
So you have this right here, and you put it on the card, and now the card is marked with the scent of bacon.
Now,
then all you need is a friend to come up here. Tell will be playing the part of my friend.
Let's give a hand for Teller here, because he's looking good. Can I just ask you one thing?
And once you set these cards in his mouth right there.
Okay. Now, what happens if the bacon went onto any of the other cards?
The most bacon is the important part. You'll see.
Okay.
Now, there's one card that we've chosen that's marked with bacon, and now we put this around so they won't see how the trick is done. We're going to explain it to you, don't worry. No secrets here. And then, all you've got to do is get yourself a bucket of live rats. Now, these shouldn't be hard to find. These rats are indigenous to all the British Isles here. See? Yeah. See? Come on. See? Hello! How are you? Now, the secret of this, the real secret of this, The secret, no, you'll just eat. The secret of this trick is you want to make sure your rats are really, really hungry. If your rats are sated, this trick will not work and you look like a fool. And people love to see live animals in a magic act. Look at Paul Daniels. All you do is take your hungry rats who are going to be looking for that bacon and you dump them in onto your friend's head. All you do then is just take the credit, because the hungry rats grab the card and that's your card, the 3 of clubs. 3 of clubs right there, the 3 of clubs.
Remember, kids, don't try this at home, because as Penn and Telly will be the first to admit, this is just an illusion.
Don't try it at home. Sure.
Don't try it at home.
Try it at home, do it. Get some rats. Have a party.
Stop it. Beam me up, Terry, beam me up.
Hey, there you are. There's just one more person ratted on a Friday night. Yeah, I saw that. You actually quite enjoyed that, didn't you?
Very much so.
Are you actually squeamish about
Very squeamish. The only thing is now, though, I run after spiders in the flat and I try and throw them out the window.
Bad luck, bad luck. Bad luck's kill them, isn't it?
That's it, so, no.
You've got to throw them out. Listen, if everybody's got their nuts and bolts, we'll see how they're getting on with them from Hufty for our big romantic climax later on. Hufty.
Well, we've got a lot of fitting of nuts and bolts down here, Terry, but I've found a lad with a bit of a problem. John, I hear you've got a problem with the size of your bolt. What is the problem?
It's too big, Hufty.
No, that is a bit of a big bolt. I've never seen that one size like that before. So we're going to go into the audience and see if there's a lass with a nut to fit John's bolt. Lasses, hold your nuts up in the air. Get them going, no? Let's go over here. Phil, put your nuts on. Oh, look at the size of that classic. That's it. Let's have a go. Is that going to fit? Oh, yes. Perfect fit. Nice one. Oh, starting with the festivities already. You happy about that? Yeah. Are you happy about it, John?
Does it actually fit?
Are you going to have a bit of a snog later on?
We'll have a see if it goes all the way down, Hufty.
Yeah, give him a snog later on. Just for me. Now, Wayne's World 2 has just opened in America. And it grossed it was £10 million in the first year. In the first weekend, even, my God. But we sent War Terry over to Hollywood to chat with Wayne's girlfriend, Tia Carrera.
In Latin, she would be called Babia Majora.
Here in Hollywood, you're only as good as your last film, and if your last movie was a bit of a turkey, you won't be gobbling out here at Babylon. Because this restaurant is so trendy that they've even got Wayne's World wonder babe, Tia Carrera, on the door.
Excuse me?
Tia Carrera shot to stardom as a rock chick Cassandra in Wayne's World.
If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
This week, Wayne's World 2 shot straight in at #1 in the US box office and looks set to become the biggest grossing comedy of all time. Not content with Robo-Babe fame, Tia has diversified into feeding the glamorous Hollywood A-list at her upmarket restaurant, Babylon. Catering exclusively for the likes of Winona Ryder, Brad Pitt and Madonna, Tia's restaurant is very snobby. Still, it keeps a riff-raff out. Excuse me, have you got the table for one, please?
We're booked 6 weeks in advance, I'm sorry.
I'm hungry.
Just
I'm
kidding.
starving.
Come on, Terry.
Eating out with Tia Carrera. Dreams do come true. What would you recommend off the menu there?
Well, my favorite way to start is with the exotic greens with pears and pine nuts. That was my...
Exotic greens? Tia's salty good looks brought her roles in Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man and Showdown in Little Tokyo before the mega success of Wayne's World, which took $118 million worldwide last year. However, it didn't stop her trying to switch from babe to boffin. She played a specky computer ace alongside Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery in Rising Sun. Was there a bit of sexual tension, though, anyway, there? Because you're working with, like, I don't know, Sean Connery, although he's in his 60s now, he's supposed to be one of the sexiest men alive.
Yes, he is. He's a god descended on Earth. He is. No, he's great. He's really great. He's got this joie de vivre, I don't know, a natural charisma.
You should know I'm a black belt, but of course you are there.
Now Wayne's World 2 has sent Tia back to her first love, music. Her debut album, Dream, features 4 songs she recorded specially for the soundtrack of the smash comedy sequel.
Through Wayne's World, I've come back to my record, my debut album, which is exciting.
Because you describe your music as like, you know, is it exotic pop dance?
The luscious, cool, exotic side of pop.
Isn't that great? You heard of it?
Excuse me, have I ever seen this one before? Frampton Comes Alive. Everybody in the world has Frampton Comes Alive. If you lived in the suburbs, you were issued it. Came in the mail with samples of Tide.
I remember my 12th birthday. My most prized collection was my Donna Summer on the radio album. So. Secretly wanted to be a disco diva all my life.
But no matter how well a singing career goes, Tia Carrere will always be a top babe.
Can you believe they're not making vinyl anymore? It's weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
Bobby said my album will never, ever be on vinyl.
Oh, Bobby says. Are you and Bobby having an affair?
No, of course not. Where did you hear that?
Well, you know how these things start. One guy tells another guy something, and then he tells 2 friends. And they tell 2 friends, and they tell their friends, and so on, and so on, and so on.
You find that when you go everywhere, you know, you go anywhere, everybody, you know, sees you as a kind of wonder babe from Wayne's World. You know, do people shout things out at you in the street?
No, they say, party on!
You're partied out, man.
You've got a sister who wants to move into the same business.
Oh, yes, she is.
Well, is she still back in Hawaii? Or?
Now she's here. She's been here for a year or so.
And what's she doing at the moment?
Acting class, auditioning like everybody else out there beating the pavement.
And is she looking for a date?
Actually, you could stop by the office and you could ask her yourself.
I
don't know, but you're geographically undesirable, aren't you, in England?
Geographically undesirable?
GU, as we say in the circle.
She will be mine. Oh, yes. She will be mine.
Tia, thanks a lot. And I'll give you a ring at that number when your husband's out. I'm not worthy.
The Bird.
What can I say? She's been murdering the life out of me ever since I got back. The phone's never stopped ringing. And I should also say that was the first showing of any clips from Wayne's World 2 here in Britain. Mr. Penn, you were very impressed, weren't you, with...
Very impressed if you had Paul Dane.
No, you were very impressed, though, with Tia Carrere there.
Oh, yes, it was a movie that's successful and she's in it.
And that was the gist of the interview.
I thought that
the message that came out?
That was the message. This movie's successful and I'm in it. God bless her.
God bless. That's positive, though, isn't it? That's
sure
a good American thing.
It sure is. We all stick together.
Who would your wonder babe be, then? You know, I mean, if you could have someone for Christmas, who would it be?
Sally Ride.
It was supposed to be Uma Thurman, wasn't it? I think, for the purposes of this gag.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uma Thurman, then.
Oh, funny you should say Uma Thurman.
I'm sorry.
Funny you should say Uma Thurman, because
thank you.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. That's very nice. But see, Sally Ride is the first woman in space. PhD in math and in physics and can take 8 Gs. So the chance of Sally Ride going, ow, that hurts, cut it out, pretty slim. Pretty slim. But this will do in a pinch.
And, you know, with all your card tricks, can you actually cheat at something like blackjack?
No. Weren't you telling me something before you got on that you, tried to learn to cheat blackjack and lost, $1,000 or something?
Listen, you can't talk about that.
There are thorns in this. Do you know there are pins in this? You weren't very careful.
Thorns. It's mistletoe, that. That's an ancient fertility berry.
So it would kiss you under the mistletoe, then? Okay.
But we'll save that one for later, I think. I think for definite...
I'm sorry I didn't say, Sal. I'm sorry I didn't say...
I wish you had, you know. I really...
Want to try that again?
No, do you want to stick an eyeball out?
We've done that. We've given you an eye, damn it. What more do you want?
That's right. And your series starts New Year, doesn't it?
No, it's the 17th or something. Is that right? Is that the date?
The Unpleasant World of Penn and Teller.
7th. It starts the 7th.
We've had it all here tonight. Meanwhile, it's over to Hufty, who I think has managed to match up some of our nuts and bolts. Hufty.
Yes, Terry, we've been mingling all over the place. We've been twisting and turning, and we've got a lot of happy couples in the audience. Are you a happy couple?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
Are you looking forward to the slow dance?
Oh, yes.
You're going to have a bit of a snug, do you reckon?
Of course, yeah.
Good, I'll be looking for you later on. So, is everybody ready for the slow dance?
Yeah! Definitely.
Could everybody hold up their nuts and bolts, please, in the air? Get those couples of nuts and bolts in the air. Has everybody got them? Thanks, on me hat, mate. Yeah, right. Right, I'm ready for a slow dance. Terry, are you ready for a slow dance?
Yeah. Yes, I am ready, just about. I should say thanks to Penn and Teller for coming in tonight. We are going to finish off with a marvellous song from Wham. Got 3 Andrew Ridgeleys here. Take it away, Gabrielle.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's snowing. Okay, here we go. Last Christmas, it sounds wrong. It sounds like we missed the beginning.
But the very next
I just wonder what them things
gave it away.
this year to save me from tears. I give it to someone special. Last Christmas.